I don't think it has ever happened in the history of the OSCE that we have all gathered in one room, though a virtual room, such a parterre de roi, I would say. A parterre de roi, which basically includes all those who have served the organization since its beginning at the highest level. We have chairmen in office, chairpersons in office of the past. We have former OSCE presidents. We have former OSCE and OSCE Parliamentary Assembly Secretary Generals, heads of institutions. This is a unicum, I would say, and it's a great opportunity. Of course, I will avoid recognizing each individually, otherwise we would need a half an hour only for the presentations. But the idea came up in the summer last year when we didn't manage to renew the heads of institutions. And we kind of ended in some do not like to call it a crisis of the organization, but somehow we could agree to call it a challenge for the organization. And so I thought, what can the Parliamentary Assembly do in order to strengthen this organization? In the past, there have been many ideas on how to make this organization more efficient. There was the panel of eminent persons. Many of you have been involved in this, the Corfu process or the fit for purpose agenda of the last Secretary General, the structured dialogue, Helsinki +40, and so on and so forth. There are many ideas out there on how to make this organization much stronger. But I have served the organization, and some of you were my bosses in the past, so from a field operation, from a field perspective, and I've seen the organization at its best, and I've seen the end users of the organization, those who really benefit from the work of this organization. And as I can speak for many of you, because you've served the organization for many years, I think here in this virtual room, we have those who really like this organization. I would say those who love this organization, those who have given a lot of time and a lot of energy to this organization. So we all want to see this organization more efficient, and we want to see the great work that this organization does also recognized by, and I would say by not only the great media. Very often we talk about the visibility of the organization. I think our challenge here is not to make this organization visible in the big networks. I think it's to make it more acknowledged at the leadership in the ministries of foreign affairs, in the political leadership of each of the 57 participating states. You know, the challenge that we have with the organization with the budget. So if there is political attention to this organization, also the budget should be passed on time, considering also the little resources given to this organization. So when we thought of this challenge that is going through in the organization, the contribution of the OSCE Parliamentary Assembly could be one of putting more attention at the political level of this organization. President Serratelli, who launched the idea, said to me, why don't we engage one of the civil servants of this organization who has served it for the longest time, Ambassador Zanier, who was twice Secretary General, Director of the Conflict Prevention Center, the latest High Commissioner of National Minorities, who knows the organization in and out. And Ambassador Zanier has kindly accepted this offer from the Parliamentary Assembly to kind of help us put together all these ideas that are out there, to connect to all these leaders that are out there, and really put together many ideas on how we can relaunch the organization, how to make it more efficient. I know today you will touch upon some issues like the consensus rule or ICANN dialogue can be improved. I know there are big questions there, and I think we will not manage to talk about all the issues in one session. But I think the project is in good hands. Ambassador Zanier will help us through this session, but also in a series of events that would lead to what I would call the Helsinki +50 project. So my idea is to really launch with this event today a series of meetings, seminars, but also demarches to some participating states, really to see where the challenges of the organization are and what can be the contribution of the Parliamentary Assembly, but also of those who have served the organization in the past in order to make this organization stronger and more efficient. So I don't want to take too much of your time, but I'm looking forward to the debate, and thank you very much to all of you for participating. Ambassador, the floor is yours.